Hello, my name is Alicia, and I had to do the new student dialogue for incoming freshmen, and I picked the religious beliefs on the queer community, and so we went in and we sat down, and then the instructors introduced themselves, and we did an icebreaker game where you say your similarities and somebody who has the same things as you end up linking arms with you. I thought that was a very good icebreaker. After that, we ended up all sitting down into a circle, and we filled out this circle graph, which stated like your race, your age, your sexual orientation, religion, national orientation. I got it right here. See? Yeah. And so we went around and we did that. And then they said to explain, name the top 3 or 4 which you thought about most in your normal everyday life. And then we went around and explained that, and everybody participated in that. It was very interesting. Everybody's different aspects of what they think about most in their day. Like, mine was my ability because I have back issues, but yeah. Anyhow, back on topic. So after that, we did a game where we had to stand up and move around the room because they said we needed to be active. So there was one side of the room which was where you completely disagreed, and the other side of the room where you strongly agreed. And in the middle, it was like you could step in anywhere in the middle, and they asked you, the instructors asked you questions like, does your personal or does your religious affiliation accept bisexuals, homosexuals, pansexuals, or do they not? And then you stood where you thought they did, and then they asked you about your personal beliefs on religion, members of the queer community, and stuff like that. And I thought it was very interesting where everybody was standing, because the different viewpoints, everybody has different viewpoints and everything, and it was nice to see that a lot of people were, it wasn't never just one sided or the other. I mean, you had people mixed in the middle with their beliefs, and I like that. I like the range of beliefs. Mine was pretty much in the middle of everything for the most part. Then after that, we ended up sitting down, and as we had discussed in the beginning of the class, we wanted a discussion, not a debate, so that nobody would be wanting to like tear out throats or anything. So we sat down, and they started saying, all right, well, somebody have a question, ask it. And we had a couple people in the class that were actually either bisexual, homosexual, pansexual, stuff like that. And we ended up talking about how, like, they came out and told us how they felt in their normal days, and how they felt they would get judged. And we went around, like, the crowd, we went around the group, and pretty much everybody, we had a very lively group. We had some people that were quiet, but we tried to get them to talk as well. And I was one of the lively people. I voiced my opinion. I'm a very outspoken person. However, I don't believe in judging other people for their beliefs. I believe everybody has their own viewpoints, and that no viewpoint is wrong unless it's like destructive against other people, you know. But yeah, and we ended up getting into like the longest debate, discussion, pardon me. Longest discussion, because one point ended up going to another point, and everybody kept voicing their own opinions, and it was a very enlightening time, because like we were finding out a whole lot of information that we didn't know, especially myself. I mean, I wasn't very knowledgeable about what people were saying, and I like that now I have that knowledge. And so, like, people were saying how they feel like they have to hide how they feel, and we got into the discussion of whether people could choose to be the way they were or whether it was inborn. And I know we got so into it though that the instructors finally told us we had to stop because our time had run out. But I enjoyed it. I mean, I think that I think that it's a very good course for Library 100 because it gets incoming students involved together, and it shows that there is a diversity of students, and that these students have different viewpoints. And I like how we came together and had an understanding and gained new knowledge over the experience. So I definitely say that, or I definitely conclude that it is very important, and that all students should be required to take this course or this new student dialogue, so that they can come to an understanding about diversity and understand how to deal with it. Well, not deal with it, but accept it. That's a better terminology. And but anyway, I conclude that it is very good, and I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed being able to speak out and learn new information that I probably would not have learned elsewhere.